my co-host.
Real Spill on Afrovibes TV.
Happy New Year. And a new year.
Happy New Year, Mom.
Been already.
A wild one already, huh?
Nah, first positive note.
Yeah.
2025, I don't want to be it's going to be my year, but it's going to be my year. And it's going to be your year too.
I'm with you on that.
I've been realized hard work outruns anything else.
Facts.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no comma, nothing. Like hard work beats everything.
That's a fact.
And I'm running with it for real.
I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. Everything, I'm not going to do the last year, this year, new thing like that. It's just a mindset that, we should always have, which we do, especially you. But definitely, it's always like a natural thing to refresh over the new year. It's just a thing when it comes to midnight, you naturally have a refreshing mindset. So the only thing you got to do now is just follow through with that mindset. You really just got to do it. There's no magical phrase or no magic dish or anything, any kind of gumbo you could come up with to make anything easier for you. No, it's no special kind of magical little, resolution to it. The only thing you can do is just get your feet on the ground and work hard and bust your ass and get what you got to get.
So this is what you got to do. You got to realize where you are in life, emotionally, financially, spiritually, physically, mentally, and then you got to forget about where you've been, because people get comfortable in bad habits and past places.
Right.
And then you got to pay attention to where you're going.
Correct.
Yes. Someone told me that this past weekend and it blew my mind.
You're right.
And I was like, wow, you really got to forget where you were. Because that's like, people be like, oh yeah, I was the best athlete in high school.
Yeah.
And it's 30 years later.
Yeah, it's like,
that's not doing nothing for you now.
Not today.
So stop living right there.
What are you good at now?
Yeah, that's great that happened.
Right.
I'm not going to put down anybody because I was an athlete too.
Right.
But what is it doing for you right now? Because you're not really focused on where you're going.
Right. And you should have or if you're going to talk about that, have a bridge the way that did trigger something that helped you now.
Yeah.
Make that make sense if you're going to bring it up. You know what I'm saying?
Make it make sense.
Right. Mm-hmm. And it's simple. It's just 1 + 1 is 2. Just go do the work. Like, I'm not going to sit here and, say too much about what I'm going to do, but I know what I got to do. Mm-hmm. I just say that. I know exactly what I got to do. I tell you all that.
Keep your plans private, because once you come out with whatever you're doing, it's going to feel bigger because people didn't know.
Yep. I know what I'm going to do. I know what I got to do. I'll just leave it like that. And y'all will just have a great year. Mm-hmm.
Shoot, trying to. You saw what was going on in Cali?
Yeah, that's devastating.
3.
Remember,
Maddie number 3.
Mm-hmm.
3 fires. There's no way.
Different locations.
That it was just a coincidence. Like we were saying, coincidences are not coincidences.
They're not.
It's not a coincidence.
It's not. It's the only thing I'm gonna say more than one thing, but what I will say is that very suspicious. It don't look right. When shit don't make sense, it's a lie somewhere. That's what I was told growing up, and I believe that.
Because don't you see it? All right, so I read where the amount of, I guess, acres or the land that was burnt and nothing is there now.
Nothing is there.
Was the same amount that's in Manhattan. So imagine Manhattan burnt down.
Just the whole Manhattan just gone.
Yeah. Now, mind you, I ain't no geographicer, and I'm not about to go calculate the size, but that's what I read.
Right.
I ain't gonna go landscaping, but that's what I saw, and I'm like, dang, like Manhattan's big.
No, Manhattan is big. Like, for that just be going and just over like in a matter of days like that. Yeah. I saw a piece of land that was on. It's called. I want to say it's called Paleside in California. I guess it's where a bunch of land where all the celebrities live at, and I guess all the wealthy people live at.
And it was everybody. It wasn't just.
It stripped everything.
Yeah.
And it's still burning right now.
Yeah.
And the winds. I heard them say the winds was somewhere like between the 90s something yesterday. I don't know what the winds were today, but it's not gonna make sense to me. I'm not gonna bite my tongue too much up here. It just sounds like some bullshit, to be honest with you.
It does.
And it sounds like the same thing that happened in Maui.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
I forgot about that.
When Oprah and The Rock was out there talking about that, you know what I'm saying? They was out there trying to get money for that out there. And
wow, the whole town of Maui basically burned.
Yeah, it did.
Wow,
yeah.
I really forgot that even happened.
Yep. And then I didn't remember until this happened, and I'm like, hold on, it's looking like the same thing. Allegedly the fire hydrants didn't have any water in them.
In Maui?
No, in California.
Allegedly.
And I'm saying allegedly because from what I was heard, from what the research I did, that's what it's looking like. But I don't have no actual fact. See, I'm getting good with this media thing. I haven't documented and seen to prove actually 100% from what I'm hearing. So I'm gonna say allegedly the fire hydrants has no water in them. And from what I did do research on, the insurance, State Farm. I don't know if it was State Farm, but they had insurance.
It was something that they blocked.
An insurance company blocked, stopped the coverage out there in that area for the property out there like a few months ago.
Yeah, so it wasn't that long ago. And that's not a coincidence.
You can't be mad at us, people like us. Like I hate when people get on media and stuff and go, "Oh, here y'all go with these theories and whatever you call it." But you can't be mad at me and people like Jerzey. We can see what we see. Like, because we're not pretending. Don't be mad at us because we're not pretending. We just calling it what it is. So our job is to tell y'all what we see. That's what we do. So don't be mad at us for doing our job at the end of the day. This is what it is. We didn't wake up and ask to see this tragedy. We didn't wake up and ask to see people not having nowhere to stay and homes being burned down. That's something that we walked into, and what we describe, what we seen and decipher in between times. That's what y'all got to deal with.
Yeah, it is very sad though. Like, I really do feel bad, like losing everything. Yeah. Like I saw an interview. They were interviewing people, and they interviewed this 91-year-old man, and he said he cried. He lost everything.
Yeah, he said he got to start over.
But at the end, he was like, "You know what? I'm 91. I'm gonna get it back because I'm strong."
Yep.
And I was like, see, that's how you turn around.
If he can keep that fortitude, then it's like you got to find it in yourself if he can. Especially, and it was just one. It was some celebrity though, but his house is brand new. Like they just built it. Like they just built it in this like, and you know, for something like that to happen, and they go, "Hey, it's the winds and everything like that." The wind's blowing and everything, but it's just the timing is just like you said. It's just
very ironic.
It's very ironic how the timing it is just happens the way it happens. It's just almost unreal, you know.
Like my homegirl's from Cali. You know, I tried to check in and see if her family was good. Her family's okay, which was good. But she said, that's why LA is very like stern on littering, because you could drop a cigarette
and it's a wrap.
And it's a fire.
It's so dry out there. Yeah, it's dry. And they do have a lot of the wind, the breezes and everything like a normal thing out there from what I was told. And, you know, Dutch even told me that from being out there that's normal. And I do know brush fires is a normal thing that I've been seeing out there, you know, hearing about since I was growing up, that they always have brush fires.
Yeah.
This is not.
The whole town
is a mass. Going. Yeah, this is like.
It's going.
1,000 buildings was going by yesterday, and and it's like they said, come on, it's like, where's the water, y'all? They said there's nothing we can do. It's nothing we can do. I mean, that's why you got firemen though. Like we do got firemen though, right? That can try to attempt to do something. Like we got all this money.
I was watching a TikToker who was living out there, who was going around and stomping and throwing dirt, fire extinguishing, trying to save his I think it was his mom or grandma's house and his neighbor. And it's like, what? Those planes, y'all better start putting some dirt on the planes or something.
It doesn't look right. Just watching it happen is just, you don't see any resistance, like no attempt of resistance. That just don't look right to me.
I've seen, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I have seen a couple videos of firemen helping.
Okay.
But obviously it wasn't.
So what
as I think what they were trying to do, they couldn't achieve.
Okay.
Because we have to give it to them for trying to really go and help.
But it's like trying to pour like a cup of water on a fire in this living room type. Like that's the amount of, that's what that attempt did. That's like, I mean, salute to the ones that are helping, but we got resources that's way better than that. This country is not doing good when it comes to things like that, when times like this happen. But they taking all the tax money, taking all your money. They saying they need tax money for this and that. But then when things happen, we don't see that money being used when we in situations like this.
Yeah, it's just it's very unfortunate. Like, and then you see over here it's freezing.
Super freezing. Like, what is this like?
The past few years I've been here, it has not been this cold.
That's what I
want to go through the depths of my closet to just pull out a scarf.
That's what I wanted to know.
Like,
I was here last year, even when it wasn't this cold last one. Maybe
it was cold in the morning,
but not like this. Though.
But not all day.
Like, it feels like I'm back on the East Coast.
Right? It feels like I'm back in Jersey.
I'm like, yes, I feel like VA like a mug right now. Boy, I'm like, this don't feel right. But I didn't see me. I'm thinking that, okay, Texas gets colder than I thought it got. Mm-hmm. So I'm thinking this is normal and I'm having to get used to it. But now I'm hearing from you that it's not always like this.
No. I remember, like it was yesterday, it was the day after Christmas in 2021. It was 90 degrees outside. Mm-hmm. I was out at the park.
In the wintertime.
In the winter. See? In the winter.
I thought I was doing something when I got to Texas. I'm like, yeah, I ain't gonna worry about that cold weather in the wintertime. Psych.
Nah, it's brick out here because my ears hurt. That's how you know it's cold.
Yeah,
I'm like, damn, I'm back home.
You know, I have my thoughts on that. But
what's your thoughts?
You know,
what we talking about?
What we talking about is allegedly. I gotta do the allegedly thing. You know, I gotta be smart about it. But allegedly, from what I've been researching, and this is stuff I've been researching for years, but it's this machine called the HAARP. HAARP.
The HAARP?
The HAARP. And what the HAARP does, it can manipulate weather. It can manipulate storms and stuff like that.
The HAARP.
The HAARP. But it's instead of HAARP, it's 2 A's. It stands for something. Yeah, I forgot what it stands for. I can't remember off the top of my head. But what I do know about it is that it manipulates weather. It can't create weather, like it can't create a storm. But what it can do is if it's a little storm or something in the air, it can grab hold of it and manipulate it and make it bigger.
I mean,
yeah. And
when you look at it, we are the future right now.
Yeah.
We're living in the future, but to actually hear like there is something like that, mm-hmm. and it's actually working,
it comes out the ground.
Scary.
It comes out the ground. It's not like it's me. It's like it comes out the ground. It's a bunch of antennas. You know, when you get time to do your research on it. I ain't gonna get into it too much, but that's what I said.
I don't know nothing about this.
Do your homework on it. But what I will say is this: that antennas come out and manipulate the weather.
So you've seen a real picture of this and no sketches.
No sketches.
No sketches. You saw a real photo.
The one time I did see it, I just saw the antennas poking out the ground. I didn't see like a big bunch of it. I just seen the antennas just in this big field. It was just a bunch of antennas just coming out the ground. You know. Now, from what I was told, that was the HAARP, but that could have been anything, right? It could have been anything, but allegedly. But from what I see, the antennas, whatever they do, they start doing the little thing, and they can play with the weather, and they can manipulate it and create storms and things like that. Google, do your homework on
HAARP.
Katrina.
HAARP.
And then do your homework on Hurricane Katrina. That's all I'm gonna say.
So you think?
I ain't just do your homework on Hurricane Katrina.
So you think that was on purpose too?
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
This is for entertainment purposes, but yeah, I definitely yes. What? Yes. Yeah.
I mean, it did like destruct a lot, and a lot of people lost a lot too.
You know, when I look at it like, you know, when people have money and they have the power, but they have set rules like you got to give you land and stuff like that. It's like, how do we get this land now without going through the proper channels and doing all the paper legal? It's going to take we can get this land, but it's going to take 15 years to get this land. We want to get it now. How do we get it now? That's the magic question. How do we get the land back? Do what we want with it. Okay, yeah, these people, they own the property. We got insurance, whatever. We'll give them the insurance money and relocate them, because a lot of people they want to be where they at. You know, you see sometimes when people, they try to, they want to build stuff through people's land and they don't want to sell it. And the people have been there 30, 40 years and the money don't matter. They old now. They're like, man, I'm 60 years old. I don't care about the money. I want to be here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, in movies, you'll see this stuff happen. In movies, you'll see,
one random house
they'll do some critical, and they'll do a bunch of stuff to keep harassing the people in the movies and try to get them to give the land up and all kind of weird stuff. So, you know,
that's why I be taking movies a little bit more serious now, because
it imitates life more than people know. When you was a kid, it was just, oh yeah, it's
cool.
But now you get older, you can, because you know why? It seems like now we can almost start to see in real life what we were seeing in the movie.
Yeah. I mean, you're right. That's like, dang, what's it called? It was something I was watching, and it was talking about, I can't remember exactly what it was about, but those Apple glasses or Gucci glass, whatever those glasses are now, where you can see stuff or see your computer, that was in the movie. And the movie was years ago, and they just came out with these glasses.
Yeah.
So it was already destined. It was already a thing.
Can we hold the glasses thought for a moment and bring that back? Because we have to take a break.
Yo, I thought you were about to say something astonishing.
No, nothing astonishing. We just got to take a break. But we will be back in a minute, y'all.
And we back, y'all, from commercial on What We Talkin About on Afrovibes TV with your girl Jersey.
And your boy Real Spill Will, baby.
So, before the break, we were talking about, so I saw this movie, TV show, I don't remember the name, but it actually wasn't glasses that they were showing in the series. It was already like in their minds where they could see stuff.
Okay.
So, mind you, you already know, Elon Musk and the, what is it called?
Neuralink.
Right?
Yep.
So mind you, this was maybe like 2020 I seen this. And then within like the past year or two, they were coming out with the glasses to first trial if people buy it.
Right.
And people are buying it.
Yeah.
So now they're like, okay, they just gonna buy whatever we put out.
Yeah, they are.
So now this Neuralink or whatever.
Yeah, that's for your brain. You know what that means? Crazy. You know what that it's going to do?
Oh, it's going to control us.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't getting that.
But know what they doing to entice people to do it, though?
What?
You know how you look in your phone and you Google stuff? The Neuralink is actually where Google is already in your head. So somebody can get a job because they know everything. Like they can literally, like, Google is basically connected to their mind. They're connected to the web. That's what the Neuralink is for.
What the heck?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everything is not a coincidence.
No,
everything
it's not a coincidence.
Planned.
Yeah, it's planned. I need to stop acting. Let me stop acting like I don't know my shit when it comes to that.
What you know now? What you find?
All right.
Found something?
When they do this, right, with the Neuralink thing, it's like it's about transfer of consciousness. It's about you gotta research transhumanism and stuff like that. But it's about transfer of your consciousness. Like you got to think like how you be having holograms and shit. Like they're trying to get to the point where they can transfer your consciousness and upload it.
Oh yeah, cool.
So with them and allegedly, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they know they can people gravitated by technology, anything that makes them feel like they're more than human. Because at this point, when you got money and stuff, money ain't enough. Now you want to be bigger than you are because the money doesn't do but so much to you as far as assets and stuff. So now you want to be a god, or you want to be more than a human. You want to live forever. And Elon Musk is selling that idea to people. So they intrigued by him, and he got all that technology. So Neuralink is real. Definitely it's uploaded, like you'll be connected to the web. I don't know, I guess it makes you smarter, or it just be able to upload information faster. So if you're going for a job, and I am, and
I got the I'm gonna get the job.
You're gonna get the job. You know what I'm saying? So
that's wild.
And even Google RFID chip, the RFID chip. There's a chip now that they're using. People and putting it in their hands overseas already in different countries. It's like they're not using cards like credit cards and bank cards. They scan it with their hand already.
So it's like that movie where like you had to the time. Yeah. You had to pay everything in time.
Yeah, with your wrist and everything like that. So yeah, they already got that going on. See,
and that movie, dang, what was that movie?
It's called Out of Time.
Is it?
In Time.
Something.
With
it was
Justin Timberlake.
That wasn't Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, the one with the watches when the time was your money.
That wasn't Justin Timberlake.
Yes, it was.
No, what?
You want to bet lunch on that? I'm a movie buff, so I know. I don't want to even take the lunch money.
We'll see, because I really don't think that was Justin. It was probably somebody that looked like Justin Timberlake.
It was Justin Timberlake. You know how after the show, all we got to do is Google. Yeah.
We'll come back to that.
Yeah.
That's
crazy. I never steer you wrong and stuff like that.
Justin Timberlake was not Justin.
Yeah, it was him. Yeah. It was just he did so good of a job you couldn't believe it. But it was.
We gonna see. I don't believe I was watching Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, it was.
I don't remember that.
Yep, but the RFID chip, you know how they started that off? They started it in your dogs. Oh, so you don't lose your dog. They come on missing. We put the RFID. See, they always start with something. It's to always premeditated.
And
they layer it out.
Chipping the animals.
They phase it out to you. This is all they do is phase it out to you.
That's why everything is planned. That's what I'm saying. The fire was planned. Like,
yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah, because it's not making sense for it to be in 3 different locations like that. It's just too ironic. It's too obvious. You know. I don't know how to pretend I don't see what I see. You know what I'm saying? That's the part I'm on. I pray, like I said, I pray for the families. I hope everybody's okay.
Yeah.
I know I heard about 2 fatalities. I mean, that's sad enough. I hope it's no more, but they're still burning and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's looking like, I hate to reference movies, but it's a movie called Escape from LA. It's an old movie.
Escape from LA.
Please go watch this movie. Please go watch.
I've never heard of it.
These movies I'm telling you to watch, it's showing the time we living in is happening. And in the movie, when I looked at it, it looked like a spoof, like it was funny. Like, yo, this is crazy. Like, even in the movie, they had like, you know how now you go to plastic surgery, and the plastic surgeon, he has plastic surgery, right?
Of course.
In this movie,
you gotta show off your product.
In this movie, they had people getting plastic surgery, but back then it was rare. So, but the people that was doing their surgery, their face was all chopped up and carved up. But it was funny back then. But now it's really like that. Like,
it's real. That's why these movies and these TV movies be telling us what is already in place. The Jetsons.
Remember the Jetsons cartoon?
Yeah.
They had
when they was flying.
The doctor. They was talking to the doctor like they do now. The boy would be sick, and the doctor was talking to the mom and the son on the TV screen.
So they was doing a virtual appointment
back then, like you know what I'm saying?
And that's an old cartoon.
The only thing that they don't have now that they had then, well, they do have them now, but that's another story. The flying cars.
Yeah, they do.
They do have.
They got to.
Yeah. So.
Wow, they're about to have a flying Cybertruck next.
Yeah, they one just blew up.
Well. The New Orleans, rest in peace to all those people that died.
Yeah, rest in peace.
That guy that plowed through all those people.
Yeah.
The same place that he rented that truck from was the same Toro. That Cybertruck was rented from that same app.
Oh, wow.
That's why everything is playing.
Yeah, everything's designed and set up, man.
But that's crazy.
They say nothing new under the sun, y'all. They tell you that everything is rotating and just like I heard today, I was watching some and somebody said everything is a rotation. You know what I'm saying? Everything is a rotation. They said even in your life, like the guy was just, I think the boy, not to get on the subject, but this boy, I think he was heartbroken by the girl, and he told her, he was like, Dad, I just want to talk to you about how I deal with it and everything. And he was like, she told him, we better as friends. And he said, son, everything is a rotation. He said, and at your age, he said, woman, your girlfriend, your life, your career, what are you gonna do? It's gonna be a rotation until you figure it out. Everything is a rotation. So yeah, ain't nothing new under the sun. They just put it out the old playbook. Whatever people was doing to manipulate people 6,000 to 10,000 years ago, probably doing the same thing now.
But we're in the future now, which people don't really realize. We are the future right now.
Yeah, we are. This is the future.
This is the future.
They keep trying to make you look ahead, and you already there.
More future. This is the future.
Yep. That's how they trick you out of not living in that moment of being in the future, because they got you. Not people like us, of course, but it's people that they're sitting and still waiting on
the future
specific. Oh, this is the future. The day starts today, and they're waiting for a moment that's never going to come if you don't make the moment. Like we are the moment. We create the moment.
That's why you gotta be present, because this is the future for real. Look at we're doing this.
We're doing this.
100 years ago. 100 years ago, this was not possible.
This was not possible.
So someone's probably thinking about that.
Yeah, for sure. It was in somebody in their mind had to see this for this to be.
Yeah, of
like
course.
This. Just like even when, like quoting not this. I think it's in the Bible. It is in the Bible somewhere. When they say God made man in His image, his like image and likeness, and I always took it different. Like people say, oh, in His image, like imagery is in look like Him. I always took it as in His imagine. He made us out of His imagination. That's how I always looked at it like that. Like He's not talking about imagery as in synonymous, because how can He make you look like a figure? He's not human. Well, it's the entity. From my description of them, God is not a human. It's beyond the flesh. So He created it out of His imagination, out of the imagination. He brought it to life, and He taught us to do that. We are taught to imagine our dreams and our goals and aspirations and bring it to life. Like
that's
this show,
why people keep talking about manifesting.
Yep, manifesting.
Now that makes sense for real.
Yep. Eddie Griffin, I heard him say a dope quote. He said, "Manifest your dreams. Don't chase them. If you chase them, you never catch them." He said, "You got to manifest it." Yeah, that was just something that stuck to me that I thought I need to share with y'all.
Keep chasing your dreams, you won't catch them.
Yeah, you got to manifest.
But then what about the people that do catch their dreams?
They don't never catch. They didn't never chase them. They manifested them.
Yeah, and hard work.
Hard work. I mean, manifestation comes to work. Like, yeah, if they say, faith without works is dead. If you don't, you gotta. It's like it gotta all correlate. That's why He gave us these bodies. Well, God gave us these bodies in the physical, because He know we had to animate things to make things happen. Everything is manifestation, and then in turn, manifestation turns into animation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after you got the animation, now you have the prosperity part, where whatever you animate came from your mental. Now you can live it, and then you can prosper from it, and then you can build, and then you can create something great from it, and then people can come out and learn.
Then, if we're talking, you also can't be greedy, because 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10, it talks about how money is the root of all evil.
Yeah, that's true.
And look what's going on in the world.
True.
That's what I'm saying. They burnt this down for a reason.
Yeah, everybody.
On break, you showed me. You gotta tell the people watching what you found.
Oh yeah, okay. What I found, y'all, was in the PDF I sent Jersey early today. You know what I'm saying? It was about. I was curious. First of all, I was curious about what was going on in LA. I'm like, this is weird. The fires is not making sense to me. It's looking like it was something done that wasn't a natural occurrence. So what I did was I started researching anything that was going on in LA. I'm like, because I'm really, really I really do this all the time. I research stuff like this. So I said, this ain't making sense. Let me go figure out if it's anything going on in Cali coming up. Then I look up and I see 2028 smart city in LA. So that was just very coincidental that they want to build a new city, a smart city in LA.
And they thought of this plan in 2020.
In 2020, they thought of the plan.
2020. So basically what that whole, it's like 50 something pages.
Yeah.
It was talking about the Olympics.
Yep.
Right? But if you look at the infrastructure of Cali, there's mountains. You can't make new roads. You can't widen the roads. It will be very hard and would stop money.
Right.
If they build, I just thought about that right now. It would stop money if they really started building new stuff, enhancing stuff in the city.
Right.
So what did they need? They needed somewhere to do it.
To put it. They needed somewhere to put this new smart city so they can set it up. And it's supposed to be more digital and it's supposed to be more advanced. So what that means.
Because imagine they don't want to pay the people to move. A lot of people are not going to move.
No.
They've been established. Old people been there. How else do you get people to move?
Yep.
You burn it down.
Yep. Agenda always supersedes the greater good when it comes to people who are greedy and selfish, right? You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's like they already got the blueprint. They already posting this. If you got 54 pages documenting something, they're going to build it. So let's see where they build it at. Let's see where this place is located. Now this is the part that where we want to see where they putting it, because I got to still read more on it to see where they are locating it at, if they have a location. This is be interesting right here.
And this is all alleged.
Yeah, it's all alleged.
But this is us thinking.
Just us thinking. You know what I'm saying? We having fun.
It's not coincidence.
That's the thing for the year.
Nothing is a coincidence.
You coined that, by the way.
Nothing is a coincidence.
Nothing is a coincidence, y'all.
But yeah, you see that everywhere. Greed takes over. Money takes over. You see it in every instance of life. That's why I be trying to tell the people I work with, you have to find happiness within yourself. That's where the inner peace is.
Indeed.
Yes, money can give you opportunity to make yourself happy, but you still got to learn to make yourself happy, because that money could be gone. You see, it can be gone in a quickness.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see people that do have money, unfortunately, some of them are depressed and they off themselves and they, die by suicide, which is unfortunate. But then you see that money doesn't make you happy.
It doesn't.
You have to find it within yourself.
You definitely got to find it within yourself. And I think that if you can keep, like, when you're getting to that point when you become successful and you start getting money you probably never had before, you got to keep yourself, because I think sometimes I see a lot of people, they get out of character when they lose money or when they got money, because they lost who they were, and they probably have self-guilt about who they were, and they don't know how to find themselves anymore. They became somebody else when they got the money.
And now they're depressed because now they realize they lost themselves.
Right.
Now they don't know what to do.
Right. Around people. See, the thing, it seems like when you in that world, you got to be careful about is when the people that's putting you onto the money and opportunities, when they try to separate you from your people, don't stray away too far from your people, the good people, the good ones. Because what'll happen is this: you'll go so far up that now when you have bad blood with them, and then when you try to go back to your people, they feel away, not probably because you didn't do nothing for them, but you wasn't around, you wasn't with them no more. Like sometimes claiming people, everybody don't want your money. Some people just don't want to lose the claim that, yo, that's my people. Some people like, that's my boy right there. Yeah, that's my guy. That's all some people want. Some people working regular jobs and got a friend that's a millionaire, and they like, yo, I don't want nothing from you for real. Just let people know you my guy. Yo, that's my guy. That's it. So, don't lose yourself in this, because that really can really be a hard, deep ditch to climb out of.
Oh yeah. You know how hard it is to pull yourself out of depression? It's literally like taking off a scab over and over again.
It's real.
Like it's crazy.
And it happens like even in life with relationships and everything. Like we all human. Everybody then probably been through heartbreak in their life some part, and that's rough. You know what I'm saying? Even as a man, it's rough to go through stuff like that.
That's a whole nother episode.
It's a whole nother episode. But my point is, emotions and stuff like that, at the end of the day, you can't let any of that stop you from doing what you got to do in your life. Like, and it ain't easy, but logic got to supersede your emotions to be able to be successful. That's just the bottom line.
But you also can't avoid your emotions either. You can't just leave them on the shelf. You got to process them, because what happens when you keep pouring something in a glass?
It'll fill up.
It's going to overfill. It's going to crack. It's going to break. You're going to crash out.
I think that comes with coming to terms with some things and accepting some things. And
you got to accept who you are and know that who you are now, that's why I said at the beginning, is realize where you're at and realize who you are and be okay with who you are now, because whoever you are now is worthy of whatever you want.
That's a fact.
We can't tell you that. You have to believe it. I could tell you that all day. But until you believe it, it's going to make sense for you.
Yeah. You got to wake up one day and see it and know it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like she said, you got to really know that for yourself. But if you, like I tell people all the time, man, just keep living, man. You'll get it. If you just keep on living, you'll get tired, and one day you're gonna get up and do something. Mm-hmm. You will. Or you won't, but that's what life is about, Mm-hmm. We'll see how it go in the end, but we gonna win over here. We gonna win. We winners over here. We winners. We gonna be positive, and we gonna win. And that's just it. Bottom line. Happy New Year to everybody. Once again, Happy New Year to you, Jersey, again.
Yes, 2025, new goals to hit. If you don't got goals now, make some goals. Do the work. That's literally it. You can keep talking about this goal, and you be focused on the end point, but there's still all that in between. All about progress, not worrying about the end result.
Yep. And if you're doing business with people, nobody likes a person that's talking and they ain't doing shit. So that's just the truth, because you're wasting people's time. People give you their time to talk to them. And this is my advice. If you pitching something to somebody you just meeting, make sure you got, this is for advice to me too. Make sure you got a business card or some access on you to give them a way to get to the link to get information. And try to spend no more than a minute and a minute and a half for their time. Give them their time. Be in and out. Give them a quick little spill that makes sense. Something they can go and reference to go see you. Get in and out of there and let them people go.
So it's a better impression. Giving them the real spill. Get it? Real spill, Will?
Yeah. You got to give it to them quick. Because they respect that you honor their time and they respect that you gave them the information they need right then and there, real quick to get to you when they get time.
Yeah.
That's how you move out here. Leave a little mystery behind yourself. Don't give them too much, but give them enough that they need and let them people go about their business.
Mm-hmm. Amen. I think that was a good way to end today's episode.
I had fun.
But yeah, prayers out to the people in Cali for real.
And New Orleans too, right?
And New Orleans.
Yeah, prayers out to all of y'all.
Yes.
For real.
But thank you for joining us on another episode of What We Talkin About on Afrovibes TV with your girl Jersey.
And your boy Real Will. We out of here, baby.